Hello, my friends. This is Paul. I know I usually say good morning or good evening or good afternoon. Don't say good night, though. Hope you get what I'm referencing. To most of you when I start my videos, but there's a good reason for that. I'm actually really sad while I'm making this. So you're probably wondering then, why are you making this? Why aren't you, talking it out, crying, something like that? Well, it's because my friends have told me that I make the best content when I'm sad, so I'm just gonna do it anyway, and if this video does great, then it'll just prove my point. Either that or it'll prove that my friends aren't watching this. So, we shall see. Anywho, today I'm going to be talking about the VR mode that came into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate a lot later than I planned, but oh well, I usually do everything late, because I don't get review copies. So this came for free with the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 3.0.1, what a mouthful, update. And as long as you have the Nintendo Labo VR goggles, you can basically play the camera mode from Super Smash Bros. Melee. That sounds a lot less impressive when you word it like that, and I honestly wonder if I was the first one to make that connection, because that would certainly make the mode seem far less impressive. So for starters, you get a new line from Xander Mobus, where he struggled for hours and hours in the voice recording studio so he could perfect VR! Bravo on your performance, you did a great job. Then, after that, you get a select handful of stages, none of which are DLC, by the way. I think they wanted to make you not feel so bad if you didn't purchase the Fighter's Pass. And you get to have a head tracker. So, instead of having player 4 control the camera while the other players played, like in Super Smash Bros. Melee, now you can either choose to play the match yourself and be able to move your head to change the camera while the match is going on, or you can choose that all of the opponents are CPUs and you can watch them fight while getting some behind the scenes, or rather to the side of the scenes, perspectives on how the devs were able to make the stage. Most of the time this is pretty cool. I especially loved Rainbow Cruise, because you could see like, oh wow, there's the obstacle course right up ahead. I thought that loaded as the time came, or maybe I'm just thinking of Melee. Maybe Ultimate is powerful enough where it's preloaded automatically and the ship just has to wait until it's within the radius. Now, not every stage was impressive as all of them, and not every stage can make the cut. I can only imagine how boring the Mario Brothers stage would be in virtual reality. But it is nice to see the details that aren't normally captured on the camera, or you'd have to do a screenshot to get it. Now you can see it in real time. You can zoom around Skyloft in virtual reality, or you can see what the castles look like in Castle Siege. The possibilities are nearly endless with the stages that they have on offer. Now, even though this is free, you do have to have the Nintendo Labo VR kit, so that's the caveat there. But apart from that, you get all of them from the beginning, and to my knowledge, you don't have to unlock any of the stages, because, Sakurai promised all the stages are here from the beginning. It honestly is all going to depend on how much you care for resolution in Smash Bros., because this is one good-looking game. But with the VR, the graphics take a noticeable nosedive. I'm not normally the type of person that points that out. I leave that to the major reviewers like Game Explain. But even I started noticing that some of the most graphically impressive areas just looked weird. Like they'd have this huge blue area that just took me right out of the immersion. Especially in the Great Plateau Tower. Breath of the Wild. This humongous open-air game, as Nintendo insists on calling it, which did come out for the Nintendo Switch, even though it was supposed to be a Wii U exclusive, and you'd think, okay, if they could render it so huge in Breath of the Wild, surely they can render the Temple of Time, which is right by the Great Plateau Tower. Nope! You try to look that way, and the game will just say, please reset the camera now. Please reset the camera now, though not in that super annoying Harry Potter voice. So, your sense of immersion is definitely going to be bronked. I can't talk today. So, if you thought these stages were impressive before with all this great cinematography, well, guess what? They're probably not going to be impressive once you learn that the tricks they use behind the scenes are actually kind of lame. But you know what? VR is kind of a take it or leave it thing to begin with, so I bet even if I did a perfect job explaining it, there are some of you out there that even if you do have the Labo VR are just going to say, you know what, Paul? No offense, but I really don't care. And that's okay. You know what? It's free. It comes with the game anyway. You can't even play the game without downloading it onto your system. So you have the right to ignore it. It's not going to get you any additional items or prizes besides what you would normally get in a Smash match. Although I will say, Final Destination, that stage is cool no matter how you look at it. Immersion or not. Like, whoa, just seeing the stars above you is incredible. While I wish more stages would allow you to look beneath you, because that just never gets old, I do think that it was nice that instead of trying to shoehorn it into every single stage, they managed to select the ones that they thought would work the best with VR. And while I definitely hope that Nintendo will stop adding virtual reality as an afterthought to their existing games and start making more games that come equipped with it from the start, you know, so far I think this was handled way better than both Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey combined, and I can only hope to see what original efforts Nintendo has in store for the future. So with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you didn't think this would be super long, because it's only covering a free side mode that only takes a couple of minutes depending on how dizzy you get. And until the next time, keep the faith, stay epic, God bless, and let me know if you want me to do anything else when I'm sad. Hopefully that'll make it way more funny. Bye.